You still ponders the next stage of your preparations to enter the void. I think this is the last quest.
Yeah.
No voice. Okay. Once the Nana succeeds in replicating the mock Atomos, this door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Oh. Might we discuss this later? There is something I must do first. No. She's like sorely disappointed in him. She's like, he goes outside all the time, yet he doesn't want to go on an adventure. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time.
Yeah, exactly. How long will they actually wait?
Yeah, like, I honestly doubt we're gonna go there now. Like, I think this is like a preparation for us to go into the 13th. I doubt that everything's gonna happen in this quest.
Right, we'll see.
I think this is just like an intro into maybe it happening later on. I doubt it, to be honest, but we'll see. I think that is a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kinds of structural augmentation? Garland Ironworks, the elegance, I'm not sure.
I was gonna say Gerald.
Yeah. Sid! An excellent suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies.
Doesn't say Nero.
Now, I'm sure Sid is very excited about all of that. Every time he's like, oh no. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation in Ronco's Reach and commission their best and brightest.
Jesse.
Maybe.
Alpha?
Alpha! I wish. V, what brings you to the Ironworks? I ask you. We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. For us? Always.
Better.
Yeah. He owes us. Not really.
He does, technically.
Technically, but...
His memories...
I'm actually happy to see him again. And not counting Praetorium. A pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Excuse me? He's underestimating our latest quest? Wow. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after Medion and that bloody mess. I guess he's right, though. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. It seems some matter of corrosion has set in around a scratch on its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds, in which case our best might be able to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? Oh, easy. There's like an anti-void spray that you just like, put over your stuff and you're good to go. We have a coding agent. See? I didn't even read this thing. Coding agent for strengthening trinkets and the like. But I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate chemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armor. Oh, feels bad. I was wrong. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilizing metal alloys with high etherical conductivity so as to not impede the talisman's primary function. Suit of armor, as you said. Nira has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do.
Jesse's the real boss.
Yeah, I love that. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nadana is getting on with the mock Atomos. Atomos? Atomos. I wonder how much we actually get to do in this quest. Like, how far can we really go? Do we even get to go to the 13th? I doubt it.
Maybe just step foot, then like, oh yeah, let's go back.
Why, though? Maybe something goes, like, horribly wrong.
Ooh.
Maybe... What? Maybe someone dies. I mean, maybe something goes so very wrong, and, like, I don't know, someone gets sucked into the void, and, like, even the bigger mess gets created, and then we have to wait until the next patch to be like,
Yeah,
let's do this!
Honestly, that might be it.
We'll see.
Somebody gets, like, sucked in there.
Us!
Somebody
and then
gets stuck in there.
we can't go back and do our roulette for, like, 3 months or whatever. We just live there.
Might be the elephant.
Please no.
Tis a lengthy process.
Either in Nadana or Ishtola.
Oh, please no. Well, not Ishtola, I don't care.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records.
Wow. Woohoo.
Action log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial atomos.
Oh god, someone should have gotten rid of that.
Right?
Like, being a hoarder, this is what it gets you.
I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to handle the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Tarnish academics certainly are a different...
Oh god.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
Heedless. I always want to read that as headless.
My sire
That's really
entered
sad.
his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm.
That's so sad.
It created a bond.
So he's young. He's very young.
He's very young, yeah.
Long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side.
Maybe this is how old he would have been in Dragon's years.
My dear companion, and not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence.
I do love how he's chosen, like, aura. Like, you know, the scales and all.
Yeah.
No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am Satrap now.
The radiant host is here.
What the hell is happening?
Right?
Do you guys hear that?
What is this about?
Never mind.
Celestinian told us of your predicament.
Oh, maybe they're gonna, like, talk him into going after her.
Yeah.
centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler.
But now it's time for us to overthrow you, so we can go to the void, and we'll find someone else to rule us.
After all you have sacrificed to this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
Aww.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varsha.
Oh wow. Whoa, whoa, you're gonna get fired! Maybe literally. Like,
Right?
fired? If you're fired by a dragon, it also means,
Wearing that face.
Literally.
the dragon breathing fire on you. Hey, that's a good word! You're gonna get fired!
As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all.
Wow.
And if you are
He's the little brother?
then she too is your sister.
How can you call your boss your
We are
little
there
brother
for you if you need us.
who's a
Ask
dragon?
us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
I do kind of hate how they're... Is it husks? Not husks. Tusks? What's a husk? Is that even a word?
Yeah. It's like a skin, like a protective layer.
Okay, but a tusk is like the...
Ivory
Okay.
form.
I hate how they look like they've been cut. Like, I keep looking at it like you expect like a long one? Is that like my bike getting stolen or something? I hope not.
Can I check?
What?
Can I check?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not going out there. What the hell? Okay, my bike is there. It's all good. You can close the door. No worries.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together. Safe and...
This is kind of nice that they showed up, at least convincing him that he's done some amount of good work.
You and your sister can be together again.
Aww. I don't think we go now. It doesn't look like it. To protect them well, we must take heart. Will you wallow in uncertainty forever? Oh my god, I don't really want to tell him that. It's so bad.
take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here I stand, failing to live up to them.
Do you remember when he said that to us?
Yeah.
If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Razidhan.
That's true.
My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavnair for a time.
I doubt it's gonna happen right now. I think he's just like made a decision now, but he's still waiting for like the portal to be made. Should I guess that the 6.2 would be departing?
Maybe.
dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the Satrap's most essential...
Or maybe he just like crawls in like a child because he can.
We're gonna go too.
No, well, we're not going right now. What do you mean?
While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
So he's like leaving like 20% of his soul, like in Razanhan, while like 80% is leaving and going to the void. Is that how it works?
Take care and fair fortune, brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
It sounds like he is leaving right now, though. But the void guy is not ready yet. You surprise me, Estonian. For a lone wolf, you have shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vritra reach his conclusion, which was for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the palace racked by some unnatural storm. Yeah, imagine a depressed dragon going like, you know, like every night. What of your own answer then? You seemed disinclined to venture into the void. But I was one with Nidhogg. His vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage, my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratatoster's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there's a chance we can spare Vritra that pain, then I will follow you. The usual crew we have here. Any other former scions we should call on? It's the four of us? I'm gonna go with the second one. Former scions, I love that. I don't not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. If I didn't know better, I would say that this was like an intro to a dungeon, but eh. Now on to specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Let us reconvene outside Magaduta. You know what? You might be right. We might just dip in and then be like, well, we have to go back because of our protective or whatever. Maybe we get like a preview of it. That would be super exciting.
I think so.
But like, this is the end of the quest. Like, how much can we really do?
Well, if it's the end of the patch quest, then they see like prepare for cutscenes.
You think it's gonna be like a 3-hour cutscene?
Maybe at least a 5-minute one.
I said 3 hour.
I said maybe at least 5.
5 hours?
Yeah.
Alright.
But talking about the...
Yeah, but
housing?
housing, yeah. And so, we will require suitable accommodations. Might we make something available for our guests? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. Good. Please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Magaduta in due time. As ever, you are most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Ashdaya. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I'm grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can do to Nidana. If you have preparations to make ere we venture into the 13th, now is the time. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with, but I don't think we do it now.
No, we don't have the word
Yeah, we don't have the portal ready.
and the talisman.
Yeah. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the reading host to pass the time before we depart. So basically, we're just sitting on our suitcases at this point. You know what this means to me, V, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We're headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience. For you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. When are we gonna go though? Let me go!
Sure.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's in the 13th. Now where we go? Can I opt out of this? Okay, so that's the guy who came to life again, apparently. Are we gonna see who that is? No. No, that can't be. That can't be. Why is it a Reaper? That can't be.
What the hell? This guy looks sick.
That's the scariest piece of... That's not Xenos, is it?
No.
I hope not.
To be swallowed, bereft of senses.
Dude, that is scary. What? This is a horror game. Popo was right. That path's unwalked adventurer's spur, pulses quicken spirit stir. Not ominous at all.
Nice.
Are you sure though? Are you sure that's not him?
Yeah, because how would he know about that world?
That
I think that's Xenos.
we don't
That's
know.
not Xenos.
We don't know. It is a Reaper. But like, what other Reaper do we know who we thought or we knew died? You know, like
The bad guy from the Reaper quest.
that's not gonna be the bad guy from the Reaper quest. Like no one except for the
that won't be-
Reapers
No, I
know.
don't think that's Xenos. They wouldn't change the way he looks. Well,
Dude,
did,
he was
didn't
only big because of his armor. This is like it's the same thing with Voldemort. Like when Voldemort came back, like he was a skinny ass guy, right? Like literally, all he
maybe. I
had
don't
like
know.
was
I'm
like
not
a
gonna- I'm
little
not gonna-
robe, and he was like a baby, right? When he came back, and
Yeah.
even in his new body, he was all like skinny and wiggly and whatnot. Like, who's to say that that's not him?
I don't think that's it.
Okay, well, we'll see. I'm gonna go on Reddit and read about it, and Reddit will tell me that it is.